Hello, I'm Miss Lori, and welcome to Whippoorwill Holler Kitchen and Home. This is vlog number 2 of our holiday cooking. We're going to be making some different recipes for the next couple of weeks to get started on our holiday recipes. Our first vlog we made a peaches and cream trifle, and it was delicious. Today we're going to be making an old-fashioned cookie that's been around for many years. It is a old-fashioned pecan meltaway balls, sometimes called Christmas cookies or Christmas balls. I think they have several different names. So let's get in the kitchen and let's get started making our cookies. I think that you probably have pretty much anything you need for these cookies in your pantry. Back in the day, they didn't have a whole lot of ingredients, so they used what they had. And that's where these cookies come from. They're simple, not real sweet Christmas cookie. Or for any holiday, Thanksgiving, to put in your cookie boxes to give as gifts. So let's get our ingredients and let's get started on our pecan meltaway cookie balls. Now y'all can use a food processor like I'm going to, or you can just use your mixer. It does really well in a food processor. So either way, if you do it this way or in a mixer, it'll be good. But the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take a cup of pecans, and you really want to pulse your pecans up because you're going to want them. Let me measure my pecans out. You want your pecans finely ground, so you're just going to take a cup, and then you're going to add about 1/4 of a cup of confectioner sugar with those pecans to grind them up. Now I'm just going to pulse this. Because I just want them finely ground. May take a couple minutes. Well, not a couple minutes, but a couple seconds. And I think, let me look. I think that looks pretty good to me. And when I say finely ground, that's about what I'm talking about, that right there. Kind of like, some of the pieces are a little bit big, but it's going to be hard to get them all ground up. You don't want it ground into flour, nut flour, but you just want them pulsed till they're kind of fine like that. Some of it's already turned into nut flour. So I'm going to stop at that right there. So that is a cup of pecans and 1/4 a cup of confectioner's sugar. Now you're going to want to add a whole cup 2 sticks of butter. Now I've got 2 sticks of butter. You don't want to use anything but real butter. And I'm going to put a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm just going to pulse this for a little bit and get it mixed up together. Okay, this is what our cookie mixture looks like. This I am sticking with the old-fashioned recipe. I think some people may add coconut to it. I'm not going to do that. I know a lot of people in my family, well, not a lot, but some of them don't even like coconut, so I'm just keeping it to the old-fashioned recipe. And so we process this till smooth. Okay, while Danny's back there banging on the flue trying to get it clean, I'm going to put 2 cups of all-purpose flour in here. We're just going to put the lid back on and we're going to mix this till it comes together. And it's going to form a ball. And you can see that it's coming together. You just have to be patient, give it time, it will all come together. It'll do the same thing if you're using a mixer. So, I think that's good and done. And we're just going to take the blade out and take our dough out and put it in another bowl. And then we'll make our balls up and get them on a cookie sheet and get them in the oven. It's about that easy. Okay, I got my bowl here. We're just going to take our dough and we're going to put it in the bowl. When, if it didn't all come together, just kind of like you would a pie crust, just get it all in there and use your hands and kind of mix it up till it all comes together. It's pretty much a really easy, forgiving cookie dough. Just kind of use your hands, and it feels almost kind of like a Play-Doh or something like that. You don't want to mess with it too much. Now you can put this in the refrigerator for just a little while and let it chill before you make your balls if you want to, but that's what it looks like. So I'm going to get my cookie sheet, I'm going to put some parchment paper on it, I'm not even going to spray it, and then we'll make our balls and get them in the oven. Okay. We're just going to start making our little balls. The size that you, or you can use your cookie scoop, whichever one. You can flour your hands, but mine, it's not sticking to my hands. But you just want to make it like a rounded tablespoon, just like that. And if you want to make sure they're all completely the same size, use a cookie scoop. Myself, I don't worry about it that much. That one may be a little bit big. And I do have a tablespoon right here. If you want to be more accurate about it. So that is a tablespoon. And I'm just going to continue to make my balls. And I've got my oven heated too. 325. And these have to cook, it says 16 to 18 minutes, but it's going to vary in your ovens. I think I'm going to check mine probably about 10 minutes. I'm going to turn my cookie sheet around in my oven and then cook it a couple more minutes and check it again. Then I'll know for sure how long it took in my oven. Now this is more of a shortbread pecan cookie taste and texture, but once they come out of the oven and they cool for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes, we're going to roll them in confectioner's sugar. Okay, it took about 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes I turned my cookie tray, then I cooked them another 5 minutes. Now that's in my oven. It might take 16 minutes in yours, but it took 15 minutes in mine. And I want to show y'all the cookie. When it starts to crack like that, and then starts getting brown on the bottom, you know it's time to take them out. But before they get completely cool, you just want to roll them in some confectioner's sugar. And just let them cool completely before you put them in an airtight container. Now you can freeze these till the holidays. But this is just one of your old-fashioned cookie recipes that dates back as far as the 1800s. At times they may not have even had pecans to put in it. So I'm going to get some more cookie balls on here, get them cooked, and get them rolled in confectioner's sugar, and then we're going to plate them up and we're going to taste them, and we're going to talk about maybe our next recipes coming up in our holiday recipe videos. I want to show y'all something. I found these at the Dollar Tree. You get 6 of them for $1.25, and they're just the lightweight plastic. But they're kind of pretty. But you know, I was thinking, for people that like to set up their holiday tables with all their pretty plates and dinnerware, this would be a really neat idea with these cookies. Or just different candies and stuff. But I just want to show you. You can take one of these and just take you, we'll say, probably 3 apiece, and just place the little cookies just like that in each little, just like that, and then set it by each one of them's plate, and each one gets a pretty little serving of your old-fashioned pecan meltaway cookies, or what some people call Christmas snowballs. I just thought that would be a neat idea. What do you think? Of course, here at my house we do buffet style, and everybody just loads their plates up. Now we do, you know, on the dinner table we do put, you know, condiments and salads and stuff, but if you want to make a pretty presentation, I just thought this was really neat. And for $1.25 for 6 of them, and if you're going to have a bunch of family members, of course, get you a couple bundles of them. Just another neat idea. Well, that is your recipe for Meltaway Pecan Balls. Some people call them Christmas snowballs. Probably called all different kinds of things. All I know is that they're good. When you bite into them, they just kind of melt in your mouth. It's really funny that there's not very many ingredients in this cookie. And it's a very, very, very old recipe. But the cookie itself is not too sweet. And once you roll it in that confectioner sugar, it just makes it sweet enough, just enough. And I love these little things. I hope y'all like this recipe. And if y'all have never made any of these or anything like it, you need to try it and put it in your holiday recipe box. This will be these freeze good up to 3 months. And if you put them in a really good sealed container, they'll stay good for a couple of weeks out of the freezer. So if you're wanting to make cookies to give to people, this is a really good one right here. They hold up and they will box up really good. But they're really good. I'm not one for stuff anymore that's just real, real sweet. So this really hits the spot on that one. And I just love the way it looks in the little wine glasses or whatever you want to call them. But anyways, put them in a good sealed container and they'll stay a while. Or freeze them, either one. So I'll be back in a few days and see what kind of recipe do I want to do next. We done the cookie and we done the trifle, the dessert. I think I'll get away from sweets for a little bit and maybe either do a side dish or do, something a little different. There's so many people, your tradition is turkey and ham, chicken and dressing. And of course we have to have chicken dressing, it doesn't matter. You don't get away from that. But sometimes, we have a big get together and everybody's bringing stuff for potluck. I absolutely love all the casseroles and stuff that are brought. How about y'all? So I'm thinking about doing some kind of casserole that I'm going to put on my holiday table. And then we'll do maybe a side dish. How about some salads, maybe appetizers, and even maybe some different drinks besides tea and lemonade and stuff. But there's so many good recipes, and I want to do some candy too. But this won't be my only cookie recipe. But this is one that you need to put with all your cookies that you love to give away at Christmas time. I want to take this time to thank everybody. Mr. Brown's busy right now. It's supposed to start getting really cold next week. And we hadn't cleaned the flue out yet from the wood cook stove, and that's how we heat our house, our cabin here. So he's been cleaning the flue out after he got in from work, after he ate supper. And it's after dark right now. He's still working on it. And so we're trying to get that ready. So he couldn't get in this video, I'm sorry. But he will taste some cookies. I've been getting cards and letters from you guys, and I appreciate it. Y'all send me cards just to say hello and how are you doing and how much, tell me you love me, and it just means so much to us to get letters, just talking to us, and it's just so nice. We enjoy it so much. And the gifts, the handmade gifts, I got a quilt in the mail just the other day from a wonderful subscriber that I've got a new grandbaby that's going to be here any day. We're not for sure if it's a boy or girl yet, but she sent me a little quilt that is so cute. It's got little puppy dogs on it, and it's just so cute. So thank you very much. And all that y'all have sent us, all our new subscribers, thank you so much. If you've been with us for a while, I know I've had people say, I'm just not getting your videos. I'm not getting the notifications. So if you're subscribed, go back and hit that notification bell again, because sometimes you just have to do that. I know sometimes I don't really have time to sit down and watch much anymore, but if I do, or I just want to listen to somebody or something, I have to go back sometimes and think, how come I don't see that channel anymore? So I have to go back to their homepage, and I have to click that notification bell again, and then I'll start getting their stuff again. So sometimes that helps. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because that helps us. It just helps us so much. And when you're subscribed, you'll be able to go in there and go down below the videos, below the title of the video, and you'll see the word more, and you click on that word more, and all my information and my recipe for that video will come down. So that's always where my recipes are. Now I'm working on a website right now, and I'll put that down below my video in my information box. There's a lot of tweaking to do on that thing, and I'm fixing to get a lot of help and doing that. Somebody that's just so talented and going to be able to help me and do a really good job, and I can't wait. So we're trying to get it up and running. I've been sticking recipes on there just here lately, but it's still, like I said, got a lot of tweaking to do, and we're going to get it fixed one of these days. I want to tell y'all that my new book is going to be, my cookbook's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. It's just a lot of work, a lot of research, a lot of doing, and you know, working a full-time job plus everything else. I mean, I feel like I've got 2 or 3 jobs, but it's what keeps me going. But I do want to get this second cookbook done, but I'm going to be putting so much more in this cookbook. Besides recipes, there's just going to be so much to it. I do have probably about 200 copies of my old cookbook. I've had to go up on the price just a little bit, only because shipping has went up. And if you think you want one of my older cookbooks, I sold a bunch of them when I first came out with them. I mean, I thank every one of y'all for that. Y'all can email me, and I'll give you the information, and you know, how to order it. Now, once I start getting close to that 200 mark of my cookbooks being gone, if you email me and I tell you I'm sorry, you know, they're gone, you know, I apologize now, but I've only got so many more to put out, and then I'm going to stop on my old recipe book so that I can work that much harder on the new one. So if y'all want one of my old ones, just email me. My email address is always down in my information box, and we'll take care of it for you. Let's see, what else is going on? Just everyday life, I guess. Everybody's busy. The weather is going to start getting cold for sure, and I've seen where some people are already getting snow, and I'm like, not here in Arkansas, but northwest of us, up in Wyoming maybe. I don't remember. I couldn't believe it. But anyways, my clock is telling me, Lori, it's bedtime. So there's nothing in the garden. I've had some questions about the garden. There's just not much going on. I do have some greens, some winter greens that are coming up, some kale and spinach, and of course my herbs are still out there, and I'll keep them going as long as I can keep them going this winter. I keep them covered up with a row crop cover, and I got radishes and stuff out there. So that's probably all that I'll do this winter. So let's see. We've all been well. Nobody's been sick or anything. I know there's a lot of sickness going around still. A lot of it around here is allergies. We still have ragweed and stuff, goldenrod that's really still blooming. So everybody's hacking and coughing. We want to say prayers and give out prayers and hugs, and just know that we're always thinking about y'all. and all the turmoil that's going on around the world. We pray every day, without ceasing. We just pray for peace, and just to put it bluntly, just for all the meanness to go away. It just gets exhausting after a while. But I don't get up every day in a big worry, because I've just, a long time ago, give it over to the Lord, and that's what you have to do. So, anywho, we love y'all. I hope y'all try this recipe, and there's going to be more recipes coming. I just wanted to bring y'all one that I thought y'all would like, and put in your holiday recipe box. And I like the old-fashioned recipe sometimes too. I like to kind of mix the new and the old up. So God bless everybody. Y'all have a wonderful rest, well, the end of the week, and a good weekend. And we'll see y'all beginning of next week. Y'all be careful and stay safe. God bless everybody.